beautiful people, if you are new to my channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. That way you are notified every time I upload a brand new video. First and foremost, you guys know how I am. We have to get the church announcements out of the way. Go over and follow my credit score plug group over on Facebook. What I am doing is I basically want that group to be a self-help credit repair group where you can come over there, people can share tips and tricks. Maybe you've had not so favorable credit in the past and you've done some things to get a lot of these negative items off of your credit report, and maybe you have some tips and tricks that you can share with other people to help them be better in 2018 going into 2019. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be opening up the forum so people can actually post over there. Like I said, if people have questions, there may be people over there that can help you with your questions. And also I am going through a credit repair training. So I am learning a lot of things that have to do with credit. And one thing about the credit repair business is it's always going to be around, because guess what? Your credit report is like your financial report card. It's going to literally follow you until the day you die, okay? And everybody needs good credit, all right? Everybody needs good credit. So make sure that you go over and follow that group. The link is down in the description box down below if you are on Facebook. If not, just subscribe to this channel and I'll be putting up videos from time to time giving you guys credit repair tips and all of that good stuff. But it'll definitely be very lucrative if you have a Facebook page to go over and join that group on Facebook, because girl, it's gonna be fast. Now let's talk about dispute letters. Now I know most people that are trying to repair their credit, 9 times out of 10 they eager, they like, look, I want to buy this house, I want to buy this car, so I need to get all of this negative stuff off my credit report like stat, like immediately. So I need to go through and I need to dispute every single thing that is on my credit report. Now I gave you guys this advice before and I hate that I did this, okay? And this was before I started going through training and started doing research into credit restoration. And I have learned one very important thing about disputing negative items on your credit report. What you want to do is you do not want to dispute over 10 to 15 items on your credit report in a 30-day period, okay? I know a lot of you guys are probably like, well, why? Why can't I send in 30 if I want to? Why can't I do that? The thing about that is, number one, it pisses the credit bureaus off, okay, because they're already overworking. Some of them are probably underpaid, but it pisses them off and it makes you look like you're not serious if you're just sending in a whole bunch of stuff at one time. And not just that, you actually get better results by only sending in a few disputes within a 30-day period. Now, something that I found out is that one of the largest credit repair companies in the country, okay, they literally only send out between 2 to 3 dispute letters per month per client. Yes, one of the largest credit repair companies in the country, they literally only send out about 2 to 3 disputes per client per 30 days. Now, the beauty in this is, of course, you're going to get better results when you do this. There is a whole methodology behind this, so it'll be hard for me to even explain to you why it makes sense. But trust me, it makes sense. We need to understand that when we are repairing our credit, it is a journey, not a sprint. I know I'm one of those people that were eager to like get my credit repaired real fast. And I did. I got a lot of things deleted from my account, but we have to understand that a lot of times things will pop back up on your credit after they've gotten deleted. And I'm going to tell you guys why oftentimes things do not get deleted from your account because of disputes. Now, another thing that I told you guys in the past before I became educated or somewhat educated in the credit repair or credit restoration industry is that you guys can dispute all of your negative all the negative things that are on your credit report electronically. And let me tell you why this is a bad idea. And like I said, I wish I can go back and just, you know, correct everything that I said in that video. Let me tell you why that is a bad idea. Because it makes it very easy for the credit bureaus to validate a lot of these disputes, okay? It makes it very easy for them to verify these disputes. So at all costs, if you can take 30 to 45 minutes out of your day, if you could take, you know, maybe an hour out of your day to handwrite some of these letters and send them into the credit bureaus to get a lot of these items disputed, you will get better results. And I'm going to explain to you why. Like I said, you have to know the game in order to beat them at their own game. When you're doing it electronically, you're playing their game all day and all night, because it's easier for them to go through electronically and verify all of these debts. So you definitely want to make sure that your handwriting, listen to me, handwriting your dispute letters. Let me explain why. Now, the main reason why you want to make sure that you're handwriting the letters is, number one, you don't want to send anything electronically because it's easy for them to verify, okay? It's very easy for them to verify. You want to make sure that you're sending in any disputes by a handwritten letter that are certified. Make sure that you get it certified. That way you have a paper trail. That way they are basically held accountable for responding to any disputes that you send in. So they're not able to say, oh, I didn't get it, or we didn't get it in the time frame that we were supposed to have it, or we didn't get it in this, you know, it hasn't been 30 days, et cetera, et cetera. You have it certified. That way you have a date on it where you sent it, and it's within 30 days, so they have to remove it. The reason why you want to send it through the mail is because you have to remember that the credit bureaus get millions, okay, millions of disputes every single year. And it's very time consuming for them to go through handwritten letters manually. Very, very hard for them to do that. So most of the time, they're not going to fight you as hard as they would have if you would have did it electronically, or even if you type the letter. And I'm going to explain why it's very important to handwrite it versus type it. Now, the thing about these typed letters is when you send them in, they don't read those typed letters, okay? They do not read those typed letters. What they do, they send it through a thing that's called an OCR scanner. And what this OCR scanner does is, because most of the time when people type something, most of the text, the type of text that people use are basically the same. A lot of people use Times New Roman, basic text, or Arial or something like that. So it's a basic text. So they'll send it through this scanner, and basically the scanner will basically pick up the text based on other typed letters that typed dispute letters that they've gotten in the past. So literally within seconds, they can verify a lot of these debts that's on people's credit report. And the thing is, it ain't legal. They're not even reading the letters to make sure that what you typed is what you typed. They just literally scanning it and electronically comparing it to somebody else's dispute letter. Now, the reason why you want to handwrite it is because when you handwrite a letter, everybody's handwriting is different, right? Everybody's handwriting is different. You might be a person who only writes in cursive. I might be a person who has chicken scratch. You might have somebody else who has very, very perfect lines that they use when they handwrite a letter. So they cannot scan those. They have to do those manually, okay? They literally have to do those manually. And from what I have researched, a lot of these CSRs that work for these credit bureaus, they have to do so many dispute letters per hour, okay? Just say, for instance, they have to do 15 dispute letters per hour. If they get a lot of these handwritten dispute letters, guess what? A lot of them automatically delete the stuff off of your credit report. They don't even go through the process of reading it. You have to make it harder for them to verify these debts, okay? You definitely have to make it harder for them to verify these debts. So remember, do not electronically dispute your debts online, because you're playing their game. It's much too easy for them to be able to verify those debts. Always, always, always send it via mail, okay? Send it via snail mail that is certified. That way you keep a paper trail and you can prove that you sent this and they didn't respond to you within 30 days. And also make sure that you're not typing them out. Make sure that you're handwriting them. Yes, you can type them if you want, if you so choose to do that. However, you will get better results from handwriting your letters. And not just that, they'll take you more seriously, okay? They will literally take you more seriously because they're like, oh, this person literally took the time to write this. And don't write it in all these different colors. Don't use pink and purple and orange. Literally use black ink, blue ink. Use those types of inks. And also, like, you can actually get a red pen. This is what I've learned. You can get a red pen and actually circle the account numbers, and they like, oh yeah, this person they for real, okay? So a lot of times these credit bureaus will not even go through the process of trying to fight those. They will literally automatically delete those off of your credit report. So you need to keep that in mind. Now, a lot of people might be like, well, what if it comes back verified? What if they verify the debt? What if they go through the process of actually reading my letter and it comes back verified? Let me tell you, you don't stop there, okay? You don't let the credit bureaus win. Even if you owe the debt, you have to play their game, okay? So what you end up doing then is you send out another letter. There is a slew of letters that you send out. If you keep getting responses from them and they're verifying these debts, What you do is the next letter that you're going to send out after you send out that 609 dispute letter is you're going to send out a method of verification letter. And they will literally have to respond to you telling you how they verified that debt, who they verified it with, what company, what date, the amount. They literally have to do all of that. And again, when you're playing their game, okay, they don't have time to do all that. They have too many inquiries that they have to go through, and they're not trying to deal with a lot of these people who are handwriting letters. So you will get better results by handwriting your dispute letter. So remember what I said, okay? First and foremost, make sure that you're only disputing between 5 to 15 items on your credit report every single month. The next thing that you need to do is make sure that you're not doing it electronically. Make sure that you are sending it via certified mail, okay? Certified mail. The next thing that you want to do is make sure that you're hand writing it with either blue ink or black ink, all right? And also, if you want to go a little step further, get you a red ink pen and circle some of these account numbers and all of this good stuff so these people know that you're serious, all right? Do not type it if at all costs. Now, if you don't have time to handwrite it, that's fine. But like I said, try to take 5-10 minutes out of your day to actually handwrite it, because it's going to make it harder for them to actually respond to those. And they know that they only have a 30-day grace period to get that done. All right. And also make sure that if you get a verification letter that says, okay, this debt is actually valid, go ahead and send out that method of verification. And again, okay, these people, you want to play their own game, and they're not going to fight you tooth and nail because they have other things that they got to be doing. These people got to keep up with quotas. So if you are actually playing their game and you're serious about getting your credit in order, just remember it's a journey, not a sprint, okay? If you got bad credit today, you probably going to have bad credit tomorrow. But give yourself a time frame of maybe 5 to 6 months, maybe even a year, depending on how much stuff that you have on your credit report. And let's, y'all look, okay, 2019, we're going to be buying some folks some houses for real. We're going to be getting folks approved for some houses. We're going to be getting people approved for some of these car loans. And we're going to make sure that they're being financially responsible and they're not going out here just getting these credit cards and spending money frivolously that they don't have. Because we have to keep in mind that when you get a credit card, and especially when you're just spending up money on a credit card and you're not paying it down, that shows people that you're spending money that you don't have. And that's the last thing that you want to do. So make sure you're following those steps, and you're gonna get some good results. I promise you. Go over and join the Facebook group, the Credit Score Plug, link down in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.